We are back, this time Mount Smart Stadium, the unofficial launch of Season 3 of the Simulation Rugby League Premiership. The 2022 ANZAC tests about to get underway. It's been a long off-season for all the SRL players, 4.5 months in fact. And we are set to start with a clash of the Titans. It's the Kiwis taking on the Kangaroos. Levi Raymond and Jackson Ellison taking their teams out onto the park. Wet conditions here at Mount Smart Stadium for tonight's Tuesday night game. And we are set to get underway in a big way here in the Simulation Rugby League Premiership, live on SRL TV. Season 3 set to launch with Liam Ryan. Ball on the tee, sends it straight down the park. And Chance Bunce, hands on the ball, gives it to Tarangaho Fe'u for the first hit up of the game. So a lot of hype coming into this first game of the season. A lot of chat within the community of who will take out this inaugural ANZAC test between the Kiwis and the Kangaroos, as Bunce makes an early break up through the middle, just over the halfway line into Kangaroos territory for the first time. We'll quickly go through these two lineups. First of all, the Kiwis at home tonight. It's the Warriors incumbent number 1, Chance Bunce at fullback. Corey Bell on one wing, finding himself at the Canberra Raiders in Season 3. On the other wing is Tatata Maxwell. His first game in the number 5 jumper. Sees Logan Guys and Abraham Walker in the centres for the Kiwis. Up front, it's Luke Thompson and Levi Raymond in the halves, a familiar combination for the Kiwis. Up front, it's Tarangaho Fe'u finding himself in the number 8 jumper, along with Rex Slattery and Thomas Wallace hooking tonight. And back row for the Kiwis, David Barner, Logan Strange and Kobe Johnson in the number 13. As the Kangaroos get through their first set, and Dingo slices through the middle. About 12 metres out here, the Kangaroos. Final tackle was Sadler in a dummy half, gives it to Short. Wasn't really expecting it, and he's going to be trapped on tackle 5. Not the end of the set Jackson Ellison would have been hoping for, but nonetheless a tidy one for both sides to get the game underway. On the bench for the Kiwis, Jordan Ford, Sean Bradford, Chris Lord and Jaden White. Quite a few debutants in that Kiwi side tonight. As we see Bunce take another hit up, Wallace looking for a quick play the ball. Comes left to Strange, just straightens it up. Into contact with Jordan Williams. Thompson decides to kick early, catches Dingo out. Dingo's a long way forward, and this is good territory for the Kiwis. Pushing the Kangaroos back inside their own 10, but Dingo makes a good break up through the middle. A trademark step off the right. Takes it out to the 40 for Kangaroos. They go to Thorne, to Morrison on debut tonight. The Canberra Raiders centre. Rookie of the season contender Jacob Morrison is short. Busts off one. Finds Martin on his outside, but he's thumped back in a big tackle by Levi Raymond. Morrison goes to Thorne, finds Williams, who just straightens it up. Takes it into a good tackle with Kobe Johnston. Quick play the ball to Sadler. Out wide to Short, charging it forward, Luke Short. Good round the waist tackle by David Barner. Fe'u over the top, a slow play the ball from Luke Short. As Malchus gets in the way of the kick, and he's given away a penalty. So the first penalty of the game goes the way of the Kiwis at home, as Raymond will find the sideline just on the other side of halfway. And the first real attacking opportunity of the game as Wallace gets us underway. Johnston takes it up for the hit up, so we'll quickly try and get through this Kangaroos outfit as the Kiwis go hard on attack through Rex Slattery up through the middle. So at fullback for the Kangaroos is Dingo. Chapman Kenny on one wing. Joey Kelly on the other. In the middle, Jacob Morrison and Cherry Evans. In the halves, it's Thorne and Liam Ryan. As we see the Kangaroos come away with that spill, and they've got a penalty as well, holding down the tackle too long. David Barner. Up the front row for the Kangaroos, Luke Malchus making his debut tonight after moving from Townsville down to the capital, playing for Canberra in season 3. Bo Sadler and Luke Short up front with him. And in the second row, familiar combination, Lachlan Martin, Jackson Ellison and Jordan Williams. On the bench, Jesse Bennett making his debut for the Kangaroos. Matthew Harris as well on debut. Rahul Kaval, the ever-trusted second rower from Canberra. And Jack O'Neill also his first game for the Kangaroos. He'll be coming in on the 17 jumper later on this evening as a forward pass from the play the ball. Couple of errors to start this test match. Both teams will be feeling a little bit rusty after such a long off-season.
Right, here's tackle one.
And we'll have to wait and see who can settle things down first of all. And they're also contending with a heavy southerly coming over the left shoulder of the Kangaroos in the first half.
Three hands away.
And that will probably benefit if they put it up towards the wing of Tatata Maxwell. As the Kiwis go into Kangaroos territory, spread it wide. They find Thompson. Luke Thompson, one of the premier 5'8s in season 2 of the SRL. We all remember his 4-try demolition late in the season. First halves player to score 4 tries in a game. It's Liam Ryan on the near touchline, just below the commentary boxes. Allison charges it forward. The big Kangaroo skipper into the Kiwis 40. Ryan cuts out one to Dingo, finds Chapman Kenny on the wing. Kane Chapman Kenny offloads on the inside to Morrison. Just chopped down and a good tackle by Luke Thompson. But a good opportunity here for the Kangaroos as Thorne charges it forward. Only a couple of metres out. Final tackle now. Sadler, they go back to Williams. Puts it high, Jordan Williams coming through, but Bunce has got it. And Chance Bunce diffuses the Kangaroos' first real attacking opportunity of the game.
Get up. That's your second.
But what a run by Chapman Kenny, set up by Ryan and Dingo.
Hands away. Held. Move.
Catching out Corey Bell on that far touchline. Chapman Kenny versus Bell will be an interesting one. Obviously, both used to be teammates. Bell has since left Manly, picked up in the free agency by the Canberra Raiders. But that will be an interesting tussle as Chapman Kenny takes the kick, this time taken down well by Abraham Walker.
That's your second.
Malchus taking that one forward, gets a good quick play the ball. They go to Thorne. Short ball to Allison again, busting through the middle, and he finds support play in Luke Short.
Right, that's a third.
Wrapped up well by Wallace, but not before the Kangaroos make their way inside Kiwis territory as Allison, or Ryan it could have been, looked to be a little bit discombobulated and threw it forward. And the Kiwis will reset from the scrum just on the Kangaroo side of halfway as Bunce shimmies through one, taken down in a good tackle by Lachlan Martin. But the Kiwis only 40 metres out. A good opportunity as we hit 15 minutes in of this 2022 SRL ANZAC test. Launching season 3, set to start in just over 2 weeks' time. Near side to Bell. Gets through the first tackle of Cherry Evans. Taken down by Ryan as they go to Barner this time. The Kiwis and Warriors second rower. Only 2 metres out here, the Kiwis. Wallace at dummy half. They'll go back to Raymond. The skipper puts it high. Out to the wing of Corey Bell. But Joey Kelly gets up well. Spins around and gets away from Chance Bunce and to Taylor Maxwell. And diffuses that high kick by the Kiwi skipper.
2 on the keep going.
So both sides with ample opportunities in the opening 20 minutes, but neither really able to capitalise.
3 markers lock in.
Defensively, both up to it, and considering the rain is continuing to come down heavy as Dingo injects himself in the centre field, but Kobe Johnson takes him down well, assisted by, it looked to be Rex Slattery.
Hill, 5th and last.
But what a game we are set for, as some of the best in the SRL go head to head as Bell charges through the middle, takes it well on the fly in the wet conditions. Corey Bell.
He's tackle 1.
And we'll talk about Corey Bell for a moment. Obviously picked up in the free agency by the Canberra Raiders after initially being traded to the Cowboys, or discussions of him going to the Cowboys for season 3. But a late movement, or the late trade, or a bid from the Raiders, and they find Corey Bell, who is gold rated, and he'll be looking to solidify his spot in that Raiders side come season 3 as Thompson charges it forward, trying to get his hands free, but wrapped up well and truly. Only a couple of metres out here. Wallace goes to Kobe Johnston. A couple of players managed to take him and down. In fact, that's the final tackle, so not the end of the set the Kiwis would have been hoping for there.
He's held there. 1, release.
Just over 24,000 had gone through the turnstiles just before kickoff. Still around about 3,500 seats remaining. I know the game was sold out weeks in advance, and those seats do look to have filled over the last 10 or so minutes. Jesse Bennett gets his first touch in the green and gold colours, makes some good metres on that far touch line. Kangaroos just short of halfway, unable to make any dent in that Kiwis defence in that set as Sadler decides to kick. Maxwell gets back well, charging it forward to Taylor Maxwell, gets away from Martin.
That's 1. Move.
Wrapped up well by Morrison, who chases hard. Strange takes it forward, taken down, the big tackle. Shoulders and all, this time Jordan Ford.
Right, that's a 3rd.
Pumping the legs, his first touch of the game. So it looks like Jordan Ford and Sean Bradford have made their way onto the park for the Kiwis. Fe'u on the sideline along with Slattery. Also looks as though Matthew Harris has made his way onto the park for the Kangaroos as Raymond gets a good offload from Kobe Johnston. And they get a tackle recount, in fact. Must have been touched by one of the Kangaroos players. 0 tackles now, so a great opportunity. As we count down, 24 minutes gone in the first half. Thompson taking it forward into the line once again. Around about 11 metres out, just right of their uprights as Wallace looks to go right. Inside ball to Johnston, charging towards the line, taken down a metre short. Wallace comes left again, cut out past Abana, but the defence comes up early, pushed them back, but still an opportunity for Strange this time. They go to Bunce. Final tackle. Back to Raymond. Once again out to the wing of Corey Bell. He's not out there though. Cherry Evans takes it comfortably. Guys was coming through, but Bell was nowhere to be seen on his wing. In fact, was caught up in an earlier play. So once again, the Kangaroos hold out this one.
1, release. 2, hands away. He's held there.
Coaches on both sides have gone for a large forward pack, really hoping to tire the opposition out over the 80 minutes. Obviously the Kangaroos, Robbo Mobiston missing out after initially discussions had Robbo Mobiston, Brad Goodwin and Rahul Kaval vying for that number 16 spot. Kaval winning the charge for that one. The tried and trusted Canberra captain. As Wallace picks up the fumble and gets away with it. Chapman Kennings coming across. He's got the speed as well. Takes Wallace down, but not before they go out to the Kangaroos 30. Good quick play the ball as well. Barner charging onto it. Taken down by number 12. That's Jackson Ellison. Quick play ball again to Raymond. Bell charges forward. Steps away from one, which was Evans. Taken down by Ryan. 11 metres out here, the Kiwis scoring just before half-time, possibly. A big dent in the Kangaroos' hopes. Ford takes it into the 10. 5 metres out. Wallace at dummy half. Cut out pass to Barner once again. Rushing up on him was Ellison. They're staying on this left side. They're liking it. Bunce goes to Bell. Bunce could have also almost got himself. So good defence here by the Kangaroos after that Wallace bust. Wallace does put it high. Coming through is Bunce. Unmarked. He's got Jordan Williams on him by the looks of it. Can't get the ball to ground. Held up over the line. And the Kangaroos bring it back out to the 10 for the restart.
He's held there. That's one. Move.
So frantic stuff
Held
at
two.
either both ends of the field. This rain continues to come down.
3. Hands away.
But the pitch so far looks to be holding up rather well. Groundsman has done a pretty good job as Dingo breaks a couple. Almost gets away from the third.
Move. He's held there.
Looks like it was Bradford who pulled him down just inside the 10.
Move it. Held.
Sedler makes a good charge up, so the Kangaroos now have an opportunity. Final tackle, Thorne can't get the kick away. So for not the first time tonight, the Kangaroos unable to get their high kick away inside the Kiwis 10. And that will be frustrating for the Kangaroos coaching staff and Jackson Ellison, as it was a contentious halves combination the Kangaroos have put forward. Obviously James Thorne
Let him go.
not having the best of seasons in season 2 for the Panthers, while Jack O'Neill was arguably
3.
the 5'8" of the season, finding himself on the bench tonight. But that trusted combination of Thorne
Look at me.
and Ryan
Move it.
was the direction they went. Big hit on Thompson from Bo Sadler. Kiwis kicking on the 5th through Johnson. Back there is Kelly. Bring it forward. Good chase by number 3, Logan Guys, holding Kelly back just beyond the Kangaroos 20. Allison once again finding space up through the middle.
Held. 2. On the
Bunce to
kick.
clean up, taking him down to good tackles. Staying short side. Ryan goes inside to Dingo.
Hands off.
Can't make his way through this time. Good tackle by Raymond. Again, liking this right-hand side of the field. Australia inside the Kiwis. Half they go as Harris charges up through the middle. Offloads to Ryan, who's forced back in a big tackle.
Stop him now.
Possibly could have held on to the ball. Matthew Harris calling for it once again. Allison takes it, comes off his head. Wasn't really expecting it, and Raymond takes him down. So final tackle once again, not going the way of the Kangaroos.
He's held there. 1. Release.
So on the halfway line, Strange, good cut-out pass from Raymond.
That's your second.
Chopped down and a good tackle by Lachlan Martin. Taken up by Ford, just charging up, pumping those legs. Wallace again just calling for quick play the ball. In fact, he was looking at the referee that time.
Hands off.
We could be close to a penalty as referees are asking for quick play the ball. They get one this time. As Thompson will play it 12 metres out. Final tackle. They go to Raymond once again. This time it's a centering kick coming through his bunts, but Dingo gets it. He's got Akers in front of him. May not have the speed. He's got a couple of Kiwis players coming across. And it's Levi Raymond who takes him down on the halfway line. But a good return from Chaz Dingo. So 33 metres out centre field. Sadler goes to Matthew Harris. Good charge again, getting the hands free. This time he finds James Thorne to his left. Out to the wing of Chapman Kenny. Morrison comes back in field. Gets away from Walker. Taken down by Thompson. They go inside this time to Sadler. Charging forward. Final tackle now. Can they get the kick away? They go to Williams. To the near side of Corey Bell's wing. Up for it is Corey Bell. Takes it well. Allison takes him down. But again, good defence on the outsides from both sides.
2 hands away.
And we are still locked up 0-0 as we are under 2 minutes until half time.
He's held there. 4. Move.
Near side to Guys, gets away from Ryan. Left sprawling on the ground, Liam Ryan. Guys just over the halfway line. Final tackle, Raymond looks to put it deep. Dingo gets back well. And a big hit on Chaz Dingo from Te Rangiho Whetu, who finds himself back on the park. And Jordan Williams has stayed down. And not a sight that the Kangaroos would have been hoping to see, or the Panthers for that fact, as Jordan Williams, their big number 13, goes down in a big tackle. Looks to have injured his left shoulder. By the looks of things, not a good start to the season at all for Jordan Williams. That's half time. We'll see you soon. Welcome back to the second half of the 2022 SRL ANZAC Test 0-0 at half-time here at Mount Smart Stadium. In the rain, Luke Thompson gets the ball underway, and we are set to go with 40 minutes of rugby league action.
He's held there. One. Release.
Kangaroos going right to left in the second half.
Held. Two.
As we
On
see
the
a couple of
kick going.
interchange players. They've made their way onto the park.
He's held there. 3 hands away.
Looks as though Jai McCartney and Jaden White and Chris Lord have made their way onto the park. Looks as though Jaden White might have come on for Thomas Wallace. While for the Kangaroos, Rahul Kaval is on, as is Jack O'Neill. So a couple of changes for both sides at half-time. Hoping to find the try line and put some points on the board. Both sides had both sides had opportunities in that first half, but neither able to capitalise. Mainly from those high floating kicks we saw. Kiwis with the wind behind their backs in the second half. Coming over their left shoulder into the commentary box. Has slightly moved in that half-time break, sort of coming head on into the commentary box as we speak. I might have to put the rain shelter down. O'Neill goes inside to Luke Malchus, the new Canberra Raiders front rower, taking it forward, his debut tonight in the Kangaroos jumper.
He's held there. 3. Back to 10.
A couple of debutants for the Kangaroos. Obviously, I've mentioned Jacob Morrison, who was one of the standouts for Canberra in Season 2. One of Season 2's best rookies, in fact. Kane Chapman-Kenny on the other wing on his debut tonight. Jack O'Neill, Jesse Bennett and Matthew Harris. Their first game in the green and gold. Looking to get the win. Down the far touchline is Levi Raymond. Opportunity early here for the Kiwis as Barner playing the ball 35 metres out. They stay short side. They find Corey Bell. That battle between Bell and Chapman-Kenny could be one that lasts the whole season. Final tackle now. Slow play the ball from David Barner. They'll go to Raymond once again. Puts it on the toe. Picked up by Jaden White. Inside ball to Johnston. Can't get away from Jack O'Neill. And the Kiwis will hand the ball over on the final tackle, but Jaden White dangerous with ball in hand. Fresh legs on the park.
2 hands away.
As the Kangaroos look to make their way out of their red zones. Dingo up to the 40. Long ball from Ryan. Finds Morrison. Breaks through the middle. Inside had Kaval. Couldn't get the hands free, and Morrison's taken down on the 30. A good quick play the ball as well. They go to O'Neill, who cuts back on the inside. Jack O'Neill. Taken down by Jaden White, but a good set by the Kangaroos. As Ryan goes through the middle, slicing his way up just to the right of the uprights. Running on the 5th. They're taken down in a good head-on tackle by Chance Bunce. Hand over to the Kiwis. As Lord takes it forward for his first hit up in the Kiwis jumper.
That's his second. He's held there. Clear him.
Inside this time, once again, it's Chris Lord. Hands on the ball. Looking to wrestle his way into this contest. Not afraid to do a bit of argy-bargy, loves a bit of niggle.
He's held there. 5. Hold.
Obviously ex-Navy. Chris Lord loves to get in the thick of things and suit this type of football. Test footy. Kelly returns it well. Just short of the Kangaroos 40, with still 0-0 here at Mount Smart Stadium. Set for a low-scoring affair if it stays. If we continue for the remaining 30 minutes. Kelly taking it forward. Fe'u wraps him up. Ryan again, long ball out to Thorne. Yet to have any sort of running game tonight. Thorne's been concentrating on finding his outsides. Malchus plays the ball, Sadler to play it to Thorne. Just a short kick from Thorne down to the wing of Tater Maxwell. Wrestling hard to get down to Tater Maxwell. Eventually is Morrison, grabs and puts him down, and Bunce slices through the middle, intercepted, thrown away to Cavell, juggles it for a moment. Couldn't quite hold on to the ball. If he could, then he might have been away. Dingo through the middle, chopped down, and a great tackle by Chance Bunce. But a good opportunity here for the Kangaroos. Only 10 metres out as Jack O'Neill takes it forward. Right they go from Sadler to Ryan. Liam Ryan charging towards the line as Fe'u rounds the waist. Only a metre short here, the Kangaroos. Good play the ball as Sadler comes near side to short. Up on him early was Chris Lord. Forced back a couple of metres, final tackle. Can they get the kick away? Thorne again struggling to get his hands free, and he's been trapped. Ball in hand, hand over to the Kiwis. So frustrating times in the halves for the Kangaroos. Second time tonight, unable to get the kick away, James Thorne.
He's held there. 2 on the kick going. 3 markers lock in.
Barner playing the full game by the looks of it tonight. Gets a good quick play the ball as well as Raymond goes short to Lord. Busy in this opening 14 minutes of the second half, Chris Lord. Johnson, good charge up through the middle, gets away from Sadler. Wrapped up well by Cavell, assisted by O'Neill. Looking to kick on the 5th is Raymond, deep in the pocket. Pumps it down to Chapman Kenny. This could be dangerous. Chapman Kenny through one, breaks another. Wrapped up well by Bunce, but not before he makes a good 20 to 25 metres. Good platform here for the Kangaroos. Ryan on the far side, taken down by Barner. They go flat this time to Luke Malchus, charging up through the middle, the big Canberra second rower. That's a good 10-metre gain by Malchus. Quick play the ball. Sadler finds Cavell. Teammates combining inside the Kiwis 10 they go. Thorne cut out past to Ryan. Inside ball taken down by Fe'u and White. Final tackle once again. What have the Kangaroos got? They go to Malchus, juggles it for a moment, and taken in a good tackle by a couple of small Kiwis. So that again won't be the end of the set, but the Kangaroos would have wanted. Just unable to find their outside backs.
That's your second.
Really should be looking to their wings of Chapman Kenny and Joey Kelly. Chapman Kenny especially, the height that he has
Back with me.
compared to Tater Maxwell. It really is a bit of a mismatch.
Get back, look at me.
But just unable to get the ball out in time. The Kiwis are rushing up in defence. It's just not good enough at the moment as Raymond decides to kick early, forcing Dingo backwards. That's a good kick by Raymond and a good chase by the Kiwis as well. Led by that man, Levi Raymond, the Kiwi skipper, looking to up the intensity with about 22 minutes remaining. Still 0-0 here at Mount Smart Stadium. You're watching the Simulation Rugby League Premiership on SRL TV. The 2022 ANZAC Test launching season 3, set to get underway in 2 weeks' time. If you haven't registered, well, you're too late. We are full to the brim, 8 teams of 17 players. Set to get their careers underway. Final tackle, Ryan this time. Kicks down to the wing of Maxwell. Gets away from one to Taylor Maxwell. Away from another. That was Malchus who had to come back for a second attempt. Around the ankles is Thompson this time through the middle. Luke Thompson away. Malchus chasing. Won't have the speed. And Luke Thompson, the Canberra Raiders 5'8", opens the scoring in the 60th minute. And the Kiwis take the lead at home. Sliced his way through the middle. Found a tiring Luke Malchus on his inside shoulder. Ryan was coming across, but didn't have the speed. Too much toe from Thompson, and he will add the extra 2 from out in front as well, giving the Kiwis a 6-0 lead with just under 20 minutes remaining. So the deadlock has been broken. A small lapse in concentration in the Kangaroos' defence. So the opening try of the 2022 SRL ANZAC test. And Luke Thompson has had a good game tonight.
2 hands away.
Obviously pairing up with Levi Raymond.
He's held there.
Sorry about that, a little bit of smoke still coming in the commentary box from that half-time show from
Get back, look at me.
the local talent we have here in Auckland as Lord takes it forward. Finds Johnson on his inside. Raymond kicking once again. He's playing well. The Kiwi skipper leading from the front. As Kelly
Here's tackle 1.
evades the first tackle, as he always does, Joey Kelly. Obviously big news in the off-season.
That's his second. Held.
Joey Kelly moving from the Broncos to the Parramatta Eels after having spent 2 seasons in Brisbane, the captain in season 1. As Dingo chokes through the middle, inside the Sadler. Good support play from the Kangaroos. And Sadler, unmarked, goes in just to the right of the uprights. Out of nothing, really. What an offload from Dingo. Barner couldn't wrap him up. And the Kangaroos answer back straight away. So I think that one caught everyone by surprise, really, not expecting Dingo to get his hands free, as Barner usually so good on defence. Liam Ryan adds the extra 2, and we are once again locked up here at Mount Smart Stadium. 6-all with 65 minutes gone. News from the sideline that Jordan Williams will not be returning to the field tonight. Has sustained a dislocated shoulder and was seen in the back of an ambulance at half-time. So that is disappointing news for Jordan Williams, who has had a wretched time with injuries over the past 12 months or so. By my count, that is his 5th injury in just 3 seasons, or 2 seasons. Has had a horror run. Possibly one of the reasons why he has been traded twice in 2 seasons into his 3rd team, off to Penrith for season 3, but such a dynamic player, Jordan Williams.
Held. One. Release.
Really needs to sort out the injury woes that he seems to find as Johnston gets a good inside ball from Fe'u.
Keep going. He's held there.
The floodgates about to open. Maxwell, good step off the right.
3. Markers lock in.
Gets away from Caval, taken down, good tackle by Chapman Kenny. As the Kiwis go back centre field, Chris Lord.
Number 10. He's held there. Clear him.
Forced backwards by Martin and Sadler. They go left this time. Barter is straightening it up to the Kangaroos 10. It's final tackle now. 12 minutes remaining. Raymond puts it on the toe, but the Kiwis chases, outwitted by the bounce of the ball, and Caval comes away with it. But squeaky bum cheeks time for the Kangaroos.
Hands away.
Good run from O'Neill, and Dingo looks to get away from Fe'u.
3.
Can't get away from Barner as White comes up over the top.
Held. Let him go. Let him go.
Some big defence from both sides tonight, 6-all. Just over 10 minutes remaining.
5. Markers lock in.
A true ANZAC tussle we have in our hands tonight. Bell to return it. Has looked dangerous with ball in hand tonight.
Get up.
Looking to redeem after finding himself in free agency, and the Kiwis have put it down. Jesse Bennett back on the park.
Clear him now.
Comes away with it, and the Kangaroos looking to go bang bang as Evans gets around the first line of defence, taken down by Johnston to Allison, the Kangaroo skipper, leading from the front. Only a metre out, quick play the ball from Sadler to Ryan, but the Kiwis come up on him. Good defence by the Kiwis. Tackle 4. They come left again. Jesse Bennett, hard to stop the big Burnley front rower. Held up over the line, and they will have one final tackle. They'll bring it out to the 10. As they go back to Thorne, tries to drop goal, charged down by Johnston.
Release. Held.
The new Cowboys number 13, possibly game changer for the Kiwis.
That's his second. He's held there.
Charges down the attempted field goal from James Thorne.
3. Back
Again,
to 3.
unable to get the ball into the air. And the Kiwis hold on by the skin of their teeth. Centre field they go. Fe'u just drops the shoulder. Finds White on his inside. Almost getting away. In fact, for a moment I thought he had. But he's taken down the 40. And a good tackle. Kicking on the 5th here is Thompson. To the wing of Chapman Kenny. Could this be it? Chapman Kenny gets away
1.
from a sprawling Sean Bradford. 2 into Martin this time. A good charge by the big Panthers second rower. Wrapped up around the ankles by Johnson. Up high by Barner. Sadler a dummy half, playing a full 80 minutes by the look of it. Bennett charging it on.
Back with me. Held.
Coming on for the last 15 minutes, Jesse Bennett. Allison, the big captain's right up the middle.
That's tackle 4. Hands off.
Near side they come. O'Neill palms off one. Offloads another. Jack O'Neill looking to spark something. Finds Kawal. He can't get his hands free. Looking for the support players. But the Kangaroos. Final tackle. The Thorn once again. This time he gets it up. But Corey Bell gets up as well. Kangaroos chasers didn't really come through well enough. And Corey Bell wasn't really contesting.
2.
And comes away with it, no problems. So under 4 minutes remaining here at Mount Smart Stadium. Could we be going to Golden Point extra time?
4. Hold the 10.
After almost 80 minutes of football, we are locked up 6 apiece. Chance bunts through the middle. Shrugs off Dingo. Can't get away from Slattery. As Raymond kicks, finding a bit of space in the backfield. Gingo comes across. Kelly in support. That could be the final opportunity for the Kiwis as the Kangaroos look to finish things up. Ryan threw a dummy. Falling for it was no one. Another good charge by Jesse Bennett. 2.5 minutes remaining in the second half. Regular time here at Mount Smart Stadium. The 2022 SRL ANZAC test looks to be going to Golden Point. It could come down to the Kiwis kick return as Thorne gets it away. Corey Bell, what has he got? Gets away from one. Can't get away from Dingo though.
He's held there. One, release.
Trapped on their 40, the Kiwis, with just over a minute remaining.
2 hands away.
Find Strange on the inside. A quiet second half by Logan Strange in support of Raymond. White has played well at the dummy half in the second half. Wallace hasn't made his way back onto the park. The Kiwis have got a penalty and they have decided against the 2 points. Unbelievable. Levi Raymond has gone for the touchline, 40 metres out, right out in front. They've got one tackle remaining and they've gone for the sideline. Absolute brain fart in the final 10 seconds. We are going to go to Golden Point extra time. I don't know what Levi Raymond was thinking, but after 80 minutes of football, we are locked up and we'll go straight into Golden Point. It's the Kangaroos who will kick off. I'm still trying to get over that decision by Levi Raymond not to go for the 2-pointer. Was Luke Thompson in the side with the kicking duties. Not known for his long distance kicking. It's usually Jack O'Neill who takes those longer kicks for the Raiders, but an interesting decision there for Levi Raymond. They could have gone to Chance Bunce. Not known for his kicking either. There's not really anyone else in the Kiwis who can kick. Obviously Damien Moana not making the 17 for tonight's game. Tyler Amatangi as well would have been a good option, but the Kiwis get through their first set anyway. Down to the far side of Chapman Kenny. Sort of stalls for a moment and forced towards the touchline. Does well to stay inside the field of play. So the Kangaroos, 80 metres to travel. Surely both sides looking for field goals to finish this one off as Chapman Kenny receives a good cutout pass on that far touchline, taken down by Maxwell. Cavall through the middle, the big Canberra second rower, but he's tried to find the inside support player. Lord was there, possibly calling for the ball. And the Kiwis have come away with it. So a big opportunity here as they cross into the Kangaroos half on the first tackle, but a forward pass from the play the ball. Jaden White, David Barner just overrunning the pass, and this will now be an opportunity for the Kangaroos. So who will they go for? Do they go to James Thorne, their go-to kicker, known for his field goals but hasn't had the best of nights with ball in hand? Do they go to Liam Ryan? Surely one of those two players will be looking to step up for the field goal. Jacob Morrison could be another one. As Cavall takes it forward, they're 33 metres out towards the centre of the uprights. Ryan shaped up for a moment. He finds Dingo, gets through the middle, just to the right of the uprights, the Kangaroos. 11 metres out. Setting it up as Ryan. No, he tries to go himself. spots a gap on the near sideline. 2 metres out. Final tackle, Sadler. They go to O'Neill. The Kiwis rush up on him. And final tackle again. Unable to get the kick away. As we continue golden point here at Mount Smart Stadium. Two good play the balls from the Kiwis. Lord first of all, up through the middle. Kobe Johnson on this near touchline. And all of a sudden the Kiwis hot on attack, looking to enter the Kangaroos red zone. They go to Ryan. Johnson. Still a little bit too far out for a field goal, you'd have to say. As they try to find Bunce on the inside, but O'Neill snaps it. And the Kangaroos this time. This is a seesawing game. Locked up 6-all at the end of regular time. And this is just turning into a bit of a hash as Cavell knocks it on. Both sides panicking just a little bit, need to settle things down as Bunce gets it from the scrum. Doesn't have the speed to get away from Jack O'Neill. Fresher legs on the park. So it's Barner setting it up just outside the Kangaroos 40. The Kiwis, this will be what they're hoping for. They spread it wide. They find Bunce on the end of it. Up in a dummy half is Bradford. Short side to Maxwell. Support player on the outside. Didn't use him. As White takes it forward again, just the Kiwis too far out to really consider field goals. Final tackle now. They go to Johnston, who just pumps it to the far touchline to Joey Kelly. This could be dangerous. Joey Kelly gets away from one, gets away from another. The big Eels winger will win it for the Kangaroos under the uprights, and Joey Kelly runs the length of the field to win the 2022 SRL ANZAC Test for the Kangaroos. What a try to win it in Golden Point. The ex-Broncos captain and the Kangaroos take the win here at Mount Smart. 10 points to 6. What a game we have seen tonight to launch season 3 of the SRL. Both teams coming together, teammates hand in hand. What a game we've seen. The Kangaroos take this one, 10 points to 6, 2 tries to 1. Joey Kelly and Bo Sadler for the Kangaroos, Luke Thompson for the Kiwis. A pretty even contest, you'd have to say. Both sides having the jitters in the first half and the back end of the second half as well. But the only real telling factor, you'd have to say, would be the line breaks. As we have a look at both sides. Levi Raymond, player of the game for the Kiwis. But it was Bo Sadler, the player of the game in tonight's match. We hope you've enjoyed the first game of Season 3 of the SRL. Remember, if you haven't joined the Discord yet, click in the link, the description below, and join the Simulation Rugby League Premiership live on SRL TV, launching soon.